Alright, what's up guys? So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna be cooking some curry chicken and white rice, which will be good. So I'm just gonna be showing a little bit of the preparation of just how I make it. So this is the chicken that I have that I'll be using, and I'm gonna go, first thing I like to do is wash it in vinegar or with lime just to get off that extra stuff, and then I'll go through and start cutting it up. What I like to do, I'll just show you with this one piece. I like to cut the edges here just to get off that extra fat. Come under here. I like to cut off those pieces and just like get that extra fat. I come in here, sever it at the joint there. And then just like make like little cuts. My knife is pretty dull. Probably gonna have to sharpen this. So you just wanna basically cut it up like that. Some people like it in bigger pieces. I like it in smaller piece. Just like that. So I'm gonna go through, finish cutting up the rest of these, and like I said, wash up everything and go from there. So I cut up most of the meat, you could see here already. And this is just like the extra skin and fat that I cut off the chicken. So I'm just gonna show again how I do it on this part. That's everything like cut up. And I'll just keep on cutting up some more till I'm ready to go wash it in vinegar and go from there again. I already poured some in there already, but I just pour regular vinegar, or like I said, if I don't have vinegar, I normally use lime also. Either or is good. Just to give the meat a wash. I poured a bunch in there already. I just poured a little bit more, and then I'm gonna fill it up in water, let it sit like 5 minutes, and then soak up some of that vinegar, get off some of that excessive stuff, and yeah, start prepping up the chicken. After I washed it with vinegar, so I like to put some of this all-purpose seasoning on there. This is just like a general seasoning, just to sprinkle all over it, and then I'll add some black pepper on there too. So I'm gonna go ahead and season that up and go from there. I'm just adding my season. And because this is a lot, I just mix it in there. Oh, that sounds yummy. And as I mix it in, I go with some more. I'll put some of this black pepper in right now too on top, so I could stir it in. And I'm doing this I'm gonna cook this tomorrow, but I like to prep it from the night before so it could all sit in and soak in all of that seasoning. This is gonna be a big meal tomorrow. And then I'm still gonna season it up more. This is just like the pre-seasoned prep for tonight. Alright, so everything's all prepped now. So I'm just gonna cover it up, put it in the fridge, and let it sit overnight. And then tomorrow, the cooking starts. But then I'll do my second preparation tomorrow, so you guys will see how I do it. Onion, green onion, thyme, there's scotch bonnet pepper in there, black pepper, and then the rest of my seasoning. And then I normally just blend that all up and then go from there and show you guys. I'm making a big meal today for couple people, so gonna have to make sure this is properly marinated. Before I start brown the chicken or like cook it up for a bit, everybody makes curry different, but what I like to do is just apply some of the curry powder onto the chicken first before I start to brown it. And then after I do that, you normally fry up some of the curry powder and then you start to cook down all the chicken together. So I'm just gonna apply some on here and rub it all in and get to the next stage so you guys could see. But yeah, I'm gonna rub some of this on there. It's just curry powder, and then let it marinate on for a little bit. But if you guys enjoy content like this, remember to drop a like, share, subscribe. Alright, so now I applied the curry powder to it. I'm gonna just let it sit for about 30 minutes and then get into the browning stage of it before I start to cook it down. So I have the oil heating up a bit right here, and then yeah, so I'm gonna let that sit and then get into the next stage of cooking it. I have to brown it in one pot first and then strain off all that oil and then fry up the curry and cook it all together. So yeah, I'm just browning it up. I just have it going for about 5 minutes, then I'm gonna switch it over. So that's how it looks there as it's cooking down. This is the set that's all browned up. And yeah, this is how it looks as you're cooking it down, browning it up. Well, I mean, as you're browning everything up. So I just have maybe just one more batch left, and then I'll get into the next stage of everything. Everything all browned it up. And that's why I said I add a little bit of curry first so it gets that texture and everything soaks in properly. So I'm gonna go add just a little. So I'm gonna get into this phase, but if you enjoy a video like this, remember to drop a like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'm gonna go add my oil and start frying up my curry. Now that my oil is warmed up, I just put some of this curry powder in to fry it all up. And you just put a little bit of oil because you're going to be cooking it all down. So you don't want all of that leftover oil in your curry. And also, you should brown your curry with ginger in it. I'm going to be grabbing a piece of ginger and browning the curry in the ginger and go from there. So now that the curry is all browned and cooked up, I'm just gonna add these in little by little and just all mix it all in and then go from there. I don't want to just dump it all in and then everything splashes all over because this is a lot. So I'm just gonna slowly just add it little by little. I have it on low heat right now. So I just poured in a little bit of water, you could see, just to add some in there. So when I cover it up, it starts to cook down and simmer, and then it will start to develop more of the sauce gravy in the pot. So I'm gonna let that simmer for a bit. I have some rice going right here, and then yeah, get into the next stage. Now you've seen it simmered for a bit. I added a bit more water to it, but when you add water, you don't just want to dump it all in at once. You add a little bit, let it cook down, simmer, and then add a little bit more and just repeat the step. So I added a bit more already, and I'm just gonna cover it up, let it simmer. And once I get to the next step, if I add more water, well, when I add more water, I'll let you guys see how I do it again as it cooks down. All right, now that it's cooking down, I'm gonna add in my potatoes Just stir that in. As it's getting closer to the last stage. Just a little bit more water. So just turn it up back to about medium heat. I'm gonna let that cook down a bit more first before I add in all my other seasoning and spices that are right here. I'm using coconut cream. You could use coconut milk also. I'm gonna add that in and then add these in after and then boil everything down fully, and then it should be done after that. But if you enjoy content like this, remember to drop a like, share, and subscribe. So I just added in coconut cream. Some people use coconut milk or the coconut powder. So this is the cream, and you just add hot water to it. And you just mix it out till it's fully dissolved. And just keep on mixing, and then you're gonna add some of that to your curry. So I'm gonna mix it out fully and get into the next step and show you. Like after I added my coconut milk and it cooked down a little bit more, I just added my onions, green pepper, carrots, thyme, and then a little bit more spice. I'm gonna cover that up, let it cook down some more, simmer, and it should be just about. Things cooking down. I don't know if you guys could see it properly, but that's it all cooking down. I already had a little try and it tastes really good. So the rice is already done, and yeah, I'm just gonna finish that up and then start prepping out everything to dish. Done now. I'm just gonna let it simmer for a bit, and then we're gonna just have a little taste test after and see how it tastes. But if you enjoy content like this, remember to drop a like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna let this cool off for about 5 minutes. So it's all done. I had it sit for a little bit. We're gonna have a taste test here. And just grab a piece and just bring it over here. All right, moment of truth. Well, you put the camera so close in my face, but sorry, it's good. It turned out really good, as I expected. But yeah, it's really delicious. I'll definitely put the ingredients and what I use in the description. So if this is something you guys would like to see in the future, remember to drop a like, share, subscribe. And I'm gonna go dish out some dinner for me, the family, and some other people. And until next time, take care. Shout out some of the rice here. I already started dishing out some earlier. And just like that. To the side there. Get that. I'll put it off to the side. A nice piece of meat here. See if I can get it up. I'll put some potatoes in there. No, I'll top it up. And that's one meal right there. So I'm gonna get to dishing out. And like I said, until next time, take care.